So we finally made it to Immora. Now, I think that's how we pronounce it, but really, the important thing here is we are merely a stone's throw away from actually completing the DLC, finally completing all this stuff, right, on Ultra Nightmare. Almost there. I recommend, as soon as you start this one, get the Flame Belch out and hit everybody that you can with it. Hit the hammer on them. Get the armor if you need it, because if you're like me, you probably took a few hits in the last one. So get that refilled and keep going. As you saw there, I broke both of those pieces of the Mancubus there, got the hammer back instantly. Recommend you do that so you take out all the shielded guys. Then you can just get it right back again from the Revenant and keep it rolling like that. After that, though, it is just fodder and some tentacles, so, get what you need off of them, but you don't have to fight these guys if you don't want to. Of course, I'm just playing it safe, so I recommend you do what's comfortable for you. See, this is what happens when I actually try to rush it. I take a little bit of damage and, I lose armor because of it. It's really nothing to worry about, but, you can mess up and easily die right there, so don't take the risk. Coming in through here, I grab everything that I need. Went ahead and started the encounter. I do try to spawn camp where the Dread Knight spawned for me in practice, but they spawned in a completely different spot this time, so I just went along with it. Got rid of both of those guys. Now there are multiple Doom Hunters, and there's some Makers in here. I think they are the Maker drones, these guys. They're just health packs and armor. Sorry, it's ammo. They're just ammo and health for me, so that's what I look at them like. It's really the Whiplashes and the Revenants and stuff that you gotta worry about on top of the Doom Hunter, because there's gonna be two of them. I think that they spawn pretty close together, if not pretty simultaneously. So you do you in that regard, deal with them how you please, but I do the whole freeze them, punch them, super shotgun them, whatever. Upon taking him out, I recommend that you actually take out the Whiplashes that'll spawn a little bit after, or they're currently, alive and coming at you as you're killing him. It's one of the two. Just get rid of them, and then you'll have to deal with, I'm pretty sure it's like Caco demons and stuff. Just take it one set of heavy demons at a time, and this encounter is not that bad. It's got really good jump pads that you can use. You could kind of loop them if you wanted to. It's a really nice movement in this area. Here's the other Doom Hunter, though. Really nothing to worry about as long as you take out the Whiplashes beforehand. They are easily priority one here because of that little ground move they can do. You saw that, hit me with it. Really, really annoying guys right there, and if you get hurt, just kill one of the drones with the headshots that drops health, full health mind you, and some ammo. Taking out both of those Doom Hunters, though, here's the Caco demons, and there's Barons of Hell that'll spawn too. I'm pretty sure it's just one, but it might be two, if I'm not mistaken. Just play it safe, get rid of the Cacos first, and then dance around, get rid of that carcass, get rid of the fucking Baron of Hell when it feels proper, alright? It's really no rush. You see there, I was kind of showing you, like, that fucking hammer goes crazy if you use it in the right areas. Especially with all the upgrades, man. God damn, that thing is so good. It fucking rocks. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. Getting through all this, though, is really no problem. It's just play the jump pad a lot. Make sure you have your super shotgun ready at all times, always and forever. It's just the only way to live in this game at this point. As soon as you do all that, though, you've cleared the Barons, the encounter's basically over. You just have to kill all the rest of the demons and you're fine. It'll let you through after you've cleared it completely, and that's pretty much that, right? That's one of the easier parts of this level, thankfully. And we even get an upgrade for the Sentinel Hammer, so that's always a plus there. I think that's the last upgrade we're gonna see as well. Coming through here, though, it's just a bunch of fodder guys. You kill a few of them, they're gonna spawn in this Dread Knight. He ain't nothing, man. Just get rid of him. Really easy. Charge up your fucking Sentinel Hammer with that. Just keep on going. There is an Arachnotron here, too. Pops up after you kill that Dread Knight there. Should be relatively easy to take out. I mean, you charge the hammer with fucking taking out his little turret. Getting rid of all that and jumping across, you see the tentacle here. It's, easy enough if you back up. Just shoot at it with whatever you prefer. There is going to be the one Hell Knight here and the other fodder guys, so You do you and how you take them out, but doing that, you will progress a little further. Now, when you come into this room, 2 Mancubus will spawn, Mancubi, whatever, man. Hell Knight or 2, and really just the fodder guys. There's blood punches if you need it, but honestly, you can take out everything in this room without really using a blood punch. I just recommend, healthy use of a hammer if you need it, and taking out everything else whenever you have the safety to do it. Should be okay. It really is easy now that you can control with so many different things. You can control the fight. Coming in through here though, stone imps, man. 3 of them. I recommend doing the combat shotgun full auto off a rip here. And then when you get rid of this guy, the Arachnotron, get ready for the pain elemental up there. Usually, I use the hammer to take out these stone imps, but I fucked up the timing, I didn't get the glory kill, and I got smashed by them. All while the pain elementals are trying to pressure me, right? So that didn't go according to plan at all. So I had to improvise, and usually, I just arbalest these guys, but I went ahead and just hit them with the lock-on burst. Said, fuck it, who cares? Get rid of all these fucking stone imps the best I can. I'm not really used to the combat shotgun like this, so that's probably why I'm really, really bad with it. With all that done, you can run up this hill. There's going to be 4 shielded opponents. Get a grenade behind them, get a rocket behind them, whatever. There's also a prowler. I recommend getting the grenade behind them, but if you can't or you miss it, just hit them with anything behind the shield. It'll kill them. You get that done, you can jump up with the hook here. And there's going to be a purple pool of like that ooze, right? That stops you from going too quick. You come through here, get your precision bolt out. As you see, you can inch forward and get these eyeball turrets like as soon as they spawn in if you're really quick. This is probably the best way that I found to take these guys out before moving forward, and you can use the super shotgun to just fly over the rest of those. There is a possessed Hell Knight there, as you saw. He was there for like 2 seconds. I don't know why I went for the chainsaw here. I thought I had already popped the fucking spirit, I guess, but it's whatever. You kill that one, another one's gonna take its place. Thankfully not possessed, unless you let it. So, be wary. Alright, you've done the easy part of Immora if you've made it this far. From here on in, it's gonna get fun. Alright? This encounter is nothing. You can skip all these guys. I do take out the pain elemental just because I don't want something following me in the sky. So get rid of him at a minimum, and then just jump over all these other enemies that spawn, jump past all this stuff, and you should be a-okay. It's really nothing to worry about right there. It's this next part that left its impression on me. Even after a year or 2 of not playing the game, I've been wondering, where is this spot? Where is this fucking location with 2 Marauders and this fucking little ass platform? Here it is. I recommend highly that you find the circle like you see me doing right here. Just go in a circle all the way through this whole encounter. As you see, as they jump down, that gives you an opportunity to shoot them, hit them a little bit, and just keep going. This really is a battle of attrition at the end of the day. How much can you survive moving around these guys? Can you actually get good damage on them when you stagger them? Can you actually use the monkey bars properly to avoid, getting hit when you accidentally hit the purple guy? Speaking of, if you do hit the purple guys, don't worry about it too much. Just play your life, basically. Don't attack anything. Don't do anything crazy. Just evade. And eventually the buff will wear off without you having to kill the zombie or anything. So, I recommend the circle, but as you saw in that middle platform, you can kind of go down straight through the middle if you want, if you see that it's clear. Obviously, if one of the Marauders is on that side, you don't want to go there if he's there. If he's not, it should be a-okay. You basically just want to go wherever they're not. As you saw there, they do like to kind of flank around and try to sneak in and get you. Just try to practice this a whole lot, get it down to where you kind of know what the Marauders are going to do when you do what, and, play your life really is what this is. If you fall off the edge kind of like this, the sides aren't as slippery as you think and you can't actually climb up. It just looks a little weird, it's just, it's a little scary whenever you fall over the edge, okay? Now, it is a lot of dodging these dogs too, so if you do have these dogs chasing you, just freeze bomb them. You'll get some free health off of them. There is a mega health in the middle if you need it. But, that's only really there if you've taken so much damage, like you're 5 HP basically and no armor. You only really need that if it goes south. After killing just one Marauder, a Baron of Hell is going to spawn. He's the last enemy you actually have to worry about. So if you got this far without any real problem, you should be cash money to finish this whole encounter. And as you see, I do hit the zombie at the end there, but it just doesn't matter. The buff didn't matter at all because I was already glory killing that damn thing. But I did think I was already done because, I killed the main guy, right? So I think it's because they were already buffed up that I actually had to shoot that one, had to do something. You basically had to make sure this entire platform is clear, right? And I think because he was aggroed, he didn't despawn like the other ones. So be wary of that. You can skip over most of these guys. Anytime it's like the actual little marine guys in here, you can just skip them. It doesn't really matter if you fight them. There's a Dread Knight there along the way, on your way to actually getting through the encounter here, because there is a few guys you actually have to kill, like this Arachnotron here. I do recommend at least popping the turret before, going into the real fight. I do full-on kill him just because, you might as well get rid of him so he's not a nuisance. But it was really just to kind of help me keep it fresh from practice, because in practice I would just leave him there, and then I'd kill him a little later. Same with this area, like I would never go down here because why the hell would I? I just kind of figured why not clear it a little bit. And it actually worked a little bit to take out this Armored Baron. So, improvising does help you see these kinds of things, right? I didn't even know I could use this whole stretch to actually, basically lure him in, have all this room, and not even really worry about him, right? Alongside him is Stone Imps too, so you have them constantly charging at you with their shitty little roll attack, man. Like, it can be annoying if you're fighting in a small area, so, use this little zone if you need it. It's actually really good. Usually you would fight all this stuff over here, which isn't bad either, but, you do you. It's your run if you're actually gonna do it, or if you're just watching it. I mean, it's what I did. You ain't gotta worry about it. You do clear all that eventually. You do get to hit this button, and a Doom Hunter's gonna spawn, and some other fodder guys, and all this noise. They just try to stop you from going too fast to this level, I feel. So, I do recommend just hitting them with frag grenades, hitting them with the blood punches, like every other Doom Hunter you've killed by now. If you need to, kill everything else off before you go in, but there are 3 shield enemies in here. I do use the hammer for any armor that I really need that's, like above, like, what, 50 armor? If I need more than that, I use the hammer a lot of the time. If I don't need that, it's the super shotgun. It'll give you an easy, what, 20? No problem. I do recommend you have all the armor you will need for this next part, too, because, you're gonna have to fight, what, I'm pretty sure an Armored Baron and some other noise. Now, I don't exactly play everything perfectly, so I'm trying to dance around that shield guy, and I end up just falling off the goddamn edge like a goddamn idiot. But I do get my armor back eventually. It is gonna take a little bit longer. If you need the BFG shot, you can get that. There's a little switch behind that little pillar, but I don't really get it a whole lot. Invisible Whiplash in here, that's what you saw me aiming at. I just didn't hit it properly. Here's that Armored Baron that we're gonna have to deal with. There's also a Mancubus up there where he came from, so just be ready for that. I do use the hammer to just keep him here. I just don't want him to re-armor up and everything, so, do that if you need it. I do mess up and think he's dead when he's in fact not dead at all. Thankfully though, he does let me re-stagger him and just finish it easily. Usually those guys can be kind of hit and miss on if they let you do that or if they want to do the attack, whatever. It's not as easy as Marauders for me. Here's that Mancubus I mentioned. If you need it, there's chainsaw health right there, and in the room I'm going into, there's gun health for your chain guns or your precision bolts or plasma. So, your ballista and your plasma rifle, right? If you don't need that gun health, just go through the portal. This encounter right here could easily make or break the entire run for you. It's pretty difficult, but if you learn kind of what's going to happen, what's spawning, you could easily get through this. Like the Hell Knight right there, As soon as I knew he was going to be over here, I chase him down instead of fighting the Tyrant dead on, because Tyrant's not going to go anywhere, okay? The Hell Knights are going to constantly be moving around this area at a lot faster pace than the Tyrant. So, clear everybody out that you can, get rid of the fucking green Prowler that's right there, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what I had just got right there. And then you can work on the Tyrant, okay? Don't rush it. Just learn the area, use any of the jump pads, try to stay on the top parts. Like, a lot of the same advice that I've been giving you can be applied to here. It's just, you know, how well you actually use all the stuff, how you use the zone, how you actually run the whole, you know, circle, whatever. There are going to be Mancubus here too, as you see. I do recommend just playing the range on them most of the time, or just rush them down with whatever you need. I mean, it's kind of up to you, right? As you see, there's a mega health in the middle there if you need it, but it's down there, and the little help hit. Killing the Tyrant, though, yeah, you saw that right. There's a possessed Baron of Hell chasing me now. A few carcasses and whatnot. I do recommend BFGing the possessed guy there, because fuck it, you might as well get as much damage as you can. Arachnotrons are just gonna annoy you, so get rid of him. I pressed the wrong goddamn button here because I keep playing other games that have sprint on that same fucking button, but here's the Baron. I check how much health he's actually got with the microwave beam, and then just keep hitting him with everything that I can. It really is a matter of just as much damage as you can. Put that shit on him while dodging everything else, and then you're allowed to kill everything else, it feels like, because you can sit here and clear out the entire joint, but I'm pretty sure they just keep spawning them over and over again until you actually take out said heavy demons. As soon as it's done, though, they spawn like 2 Cyber Mancubus there, and this Armored Baron of Hell right here. It should be relatively smooth sailing if you just BFG them and then rush down this final guy, because, you know, after that I'm pretty sure you're good to go. It is a relatively scary encounter, I will be honest. I was a little worried about it myself in practice, but it came together in the end. Learning the strategy of when to BFG, what target's coming in next, all that noise helps a ton in this final fight here. But to be fair, there is this last encounter right here. It's a little bit more of a meme, but you just pull out the fucking combat shotgun with the full auto on it and just go to town on all the stone imps they spawn in. If you have a hammer, use some hammer here, but for the most part, you're gonna have to use this basically as your primary way of dealing with these guys. You can freeze them, you can throw other grenades at them. It is whatever you want, but I do kind of recommend just sticking to it, keep it simple, stupid thing, you know what I mean? Just don't overcomplicate it. Just use your aim, use whatever you have here, and just get it done. If they're charging at you like that, you can use the chainsaw sometimes to just stop them completely. Very handy. I didn't use it enough, but to be fair, I only used the chainsaw like twice. Maybe once this whole time, so it is up to you in this part of the level. It's the last bit here, so if you can help it, don't take a whole lot of damage, because any health and armor you have here carries over into the Dark Lord fight, which you're going to want to be full health and armor for it. I'm going to be honest there. It's not like it's super hard, but every bit counts in that fight. And as you see, there's going to be a little bit of armor at the end here to help you, you know, get that little boost right before you jump in there. But if you're able to do all of that, you have a pretty easy fight to finish to get your skull face armor, which by this point you should be able to do, relatively speaking, no problem at all. Well, here we are, finally at what I would say is the easiest boss fight in the game. Now granted, a lot of them are pretty easy. The only one that I'd say is really, really hard is the one in the Holt, right? Because this one, it's just like a Marauder. It's like you're fighting a giant Marauder. Stay within a certain distance. He'll do the one move that you can actually hit him and stun him with, and then you just go to town on doing damage, right? It is that simple at the end of the day, but, you know, if you shoot him at the wrong time or you get hit, he will heal himself. You'll see that happen at least once in this fight. Now, the first phase is really easy. You can pretty much two-phase him if you're really good with, like, the frag grenade placements and such. But for the most part here, it is just, you know, wait until he does the thing, hit him, do the hammer strike, stun him, and do more damage. I mean, it doesn't get much more complicated than that. It's actually really, really simple. They just try to add on, like, oh, he's gonna dash at you. Oh, there are dogs now. And then at the very end, he'll summon a bunch of stuff, too. And as you can see, he also throws grenades out, too. Small stuff that really, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't do much to make this fight that much harder. With all that said, though, don't just write this guy off as like, oh, it's an easy win, it's free. You still should practice this and learn how to do this fight properly, okay? Because you could easily fall here, and granted, it's only 3 other missions you have to do again to get here, but, you know, you die here, you could easily lose all motivation to do this again, so practice this, get it done right and proper, you know, make mistakes, sure, but learn from them, alright? Just because I think it's an easy fight doesn't mean you will think so, right? So, practice it, get it down, and if you need to, just, you know, don't attempt it until you are actually 100% sure that he cannot kill you, and then finally go for it. I mean, I really think that being careful here is important for those that don't feel like they have it 100% down, especially, but I mean, this guy, even though he's easy, I don't recommend you just turn your brain off and go. Like, I may think this guy's a piece of cake, but I still respect him enough to know that I have to be watching him, I have to fucking pay attention. Especially when you get right to here, when he starts summoning more than just the dog spirits. That's whenever you kind of have to, like, oh, okay, he's doing this, he's doing that. It's small stuff, it's not really a lot to worry about. Right here, you could actually just BFG those spirits, but it's kind of a waste because you could use that BFG on him if you wanted. I just chose to use it at one point to clear them all out, right? Really, this fight is a lot more of like a rhythm kind of game than anything. At least it feels like that to me, because the most I have to pay attention to is he doing the green flash? Do I have to dodge? Does he have the summons out? Other than that, it's just a matter of, you know, knowing that I can do X amount of damage before I need to back off or whatever. It's little stuff like that, though, like him getting that head off that can throw you off. The whole rhythm just gone. The flow is just fucked. Just try your best to regain it, okay, if it happens to you. Like, for me, I'm all out of whack. My brain is so beyond scrambled by that point. And it's not because this guy did anything crazy, it's just because I messed up. He hit me once and then my brain just goes scrambled, right? This is what I mean. Get your groove back like Cusco taught us, alright, people? Like, fucking take it easy. Just slow and steady. Don't overthink it. Don't go too quick. Don't fucking overthink it. Just let instinct basically take over is what I would say, but some people need actual, like, I need to do this and then that and then this. For me, it just started to be second nature how to handle a lot of this stuff, right? So that's why I say that. But this is why you see me do that BFG shot. You don't really need to. Getting back into it, I do find the rhythm again. The groove has been obtained. Cusco would be proud of me. And here we are, just kind of buying time until it's over, really. That last little chunk of health he has is the same as this one that I'm working on right now, in terms of like the phase and everything, like nothing changes. So if you can get to this point, you should be able to actually finish the fight. It's just a matter of kind of attrition, honestly, too. Like, you do kind of have to fight it out with him, use everything you can, in this phase at least. I mean, you saw me use BFG rounds just because when I didn't need to, for example, but, you know, you use everything that you can replenish, use everything else that you can't. Just rely on what you know will work. Rely on your flame belt, your chainsaw to help you in between the volleys and all the stuns and everything. It really is like the gladiator fight, except this guy is not nearly as annoying at a range as he was. The gladiator could just throw the maces at you and hit you no problem. This guy has to actually kind of work for it in a lot of his attacks, which for me is good. Pretty much if you got the gladiator fight down, you could get this fight down. It's just a matter of learning when to hit the hammer, what to dodge, what not to do here and there, but all that said and done though, the last stagger was right there. It's done. Done deal. I never thought I'd even see the screen, let alone on this difficulty, right? Like, yeah, sure, I beat the game originally one time on what, Ultra Violence? Not even on Nightmare. So this was quite a jump up in terms of difficulty, right? But it wasn't impossible. Of course, that's the case. I mean, many people have beat this thing. I mean, the thing is, it's just people see it as such a difficult thing to do on controller, but if you know how to play on controller very well, obviously you could get through this no problem. Maybe some problems even. But me, I never thought I had it in me to get here. And now I'm here at the pinnacle of it all. I just haven't done mastery levels, right? And that's the thing is I don't really have incentive to do those mastery levels because this whole thing was for the skull face suit. It wasn't for a gold combat shotgun that I used like 2 times. You know what I mean? It was for the thing I actually will be using. So I probably will skip the mastery levels just because my original goal, what I set out to do, was just beat the main story on Ultra Nightmare, just to get the gold Praetor suit. Then I thought maybe I could do the DLCs. I didn't have the skill yet because I hadn't done the DLCs, obviously, because I think the story does pace you rather well for them. I figured I'd do it all in order. I wasn't ready for the first DLC until after I did the story. Wasn't ready for second DLC until after I did the first DLC, right? So, with all those goals already done, right, doing everything on Ultra Nightmare other than mastery levels, right? I didn't feel like I need to go back and do those mastery levels for a couple weapon skins, right? Especially for guns that I'm not even gonna be using. Like, my actual gameplay, I don't use the combat shotgun ever. I don't use precision bolt ever either. I just stick with what you pretty much saw as my bread and butter, right? The super shotgun, the ballista, and now the rocket launcher. I didn't use that originally in my first playthrough nearly as much. And even when I did, I used remote detonation, so it goes to show you how much this has taught me, right? What mods I like, what weapons I prefer, all that shit. You learn along the way what you prefer and what works and whatnot. It's quite a journey to actually do. To end up here, it almost doesn't feel like I actually did it, right? It feels like a lucid dream kind of fucking thing, but like it's done, it's dusted, and now I just have to wait for, Doom the Dark Ages to actually come out. But I can't help but wonder why the hell did I do all this if they're changing how the game plays at a fundamental level? Like, we won't even have dashing, so like, what was the point of all this even? Just to do it? I couldn't fucking tell you, man.